people who used to smoke THC daily, what changes have you noticed with yourself once you stopped smoking completely?
Vivid, and I mean vivid dreams. Sometimes it felt like I went through a day before waking up.
Thing I remember most when I stopped was that days are really fucking long. I used to smoke every night for several years to get to sleep, so the only change is I can't sleep. But I also really miss the feeling of being high. As someone who's anxious, depressed and gets stressed easily, that was usually the only time I felt good. On the bright side, I do feel like my memory has improved. I have dreams again, I'm not paranoid anymore, and I have aspirations. I'm still stupid though. I realize that almost all of the issues I blamed on smoking too much weed were just character flaws. I wasn't any more productive or ambitious, etc. Also, I definitely started drinking more. I think the basic issue with weed is that it makes you okay with being bored, which can become a real problem at a certain point. I still smoke regularly, but I limit it to after nightfall during the week because waking and baking definitely has the tendency to shoot my whole day in the foot. And after I got back into it, I definitely found myself smoking a lot less, quantity-wise.
Daily smoker, I quit for a year thinking I would have more energy, be happier and more motivated, etc. But I wasn't. I was exactly the same, just with more vivid dreams that I could easily remember in the morning. The good and bad thing about weed is it makes you feel content. Contentment is a great feeling but can be a luxury you might not be able to afford in your life depending on what you need to accomplish. Contentment looks a lot like laziness to a lot of people depending on the circumstances.
I can eat whenever, not just after smoking. Dreams are vivid as fuck and I have been sweating like a mofo in my sleep, probs cause of the dreams.
Vivid nightmares for weeks until it's completely out of my system. I've read most people experience user dreams where they do drugs in their dreams, but all of mine involve me drink driving and wrecking a car. I take periodic breaks from smoking throughout the year and the nightmares are always very hard for me to deal with. There's a subreddit for people who want to curb their use. I think it's called /r/leaves.
Less anxiety. I thought weed helped me cope with life. Turns out it was keeping me from life.
I'm more present, can feel emotions more, and I get things done.
My anxiety went down by like 70% and so did my depression. I sleep better and wake up easier. My appetite is more normal and I lost a little weight. Oh, and I get sick less often and can breathe better. Overall, I don't miss it and am glad that I quit.
Eye bags got like 80% better. Also, my smartwatch shows that the amount of time my blood oxygen level under 90% during sleep has gotten way better.
Stopped eating 80% of the crap I wouldn't eat if I wasn't baked.